Ok, aici începem partea a doua. Am rămas la capitolul 4. Basement.
Secret passage, under the manor. Like a detective novel. That guy must have already got...
Like a detective novel. 4 CP available character points. 3. Cred că următorul să-l pun pe strength. Așa. No. Nervant că de fiecare dată trebuie să apăs să selectez. Da, frate, normal că vreau. Bun. Dark water. Places. Tunnels. Hawkins Mansion. Clues. Hurricane Land. Okay.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene.
Haide,
We
nena,
must
polițai, că
find him.
n-am
What
tot
is this
timpul.
place? It's more than just a tunnel.
3 seats.
Look. Someone's been here recently.
Bun, nu avem nevoie de lumină. Un pic o să dau luminozitatea mai mare. Așa. Nu e bun așa.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Ăștia sunt adepții lui Cthulhu.
What is this mask
Occultism.
supposed to represent?
Cthulhu. Băi, urâțenie. Santa Maria.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Mai mult ca sigur. Ce am văzut aici? Ok. Chestii, mațe, tentacole. Atât să fie tot. Nu înțeles, și nu putem ieși. Da, uite, avem aici ceva.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
Se pare că avem de căutat ceva.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
Mare șmecherie. Super.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean? This symbol. What does it mean?
Cred că una dintre chestiile astea era la gâtul lui tipul ăsta ce stătea în scaun. Occultism. 10%. Mamă, dar ce greu crește acolo. Încă nu te-ai plictisit, nea polițai. Ce vezi acolo? Lecturi treburi? Nici am impresia că una dintre astea o să cedeze și o să pic. Contrar graficii și animației și vocilor și așa mai departe, sunetul chiar e bun. Atmosferă, sunet, efecte.
Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If
Okay, my
possible,
man.
I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Ok, my man. Lasă-mă pe mine să fac treaba murdară. Bă, da lung încraci ești, mă. Apa pare să fie vreo 2 metri adâncă.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
Sad way to go.
An old diary.
In this volume there is mention of the beliefs of the lost tribe. They worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in a mass sacrifice to the glory of their deity. Whoa.
These paintings must be several centuries old.
Cthulhu.
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
Nu, așteaptă să fie mâncați de Cthulhu. Că asta pot să o ating cu capul. Ce nu se transformă în praf. Nașpa. Jump. Am primit din nou un cal putere. Lock. Bun, dar îl bai pe poliția că ne putem face treaba și fără el.
Time has weakened these structures.
Da, da.
I don't have time to search them all.
De ce nu? Ți-ai și niște baraboia ca prietene. Stai că aici avem în două părți de mers. Mai plântă să mergem aici jos. Cred. Ce mamă naibii asta? Ce licoare?
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale.
Nu știu ce să zic. Nu prea m-aș pronunța să-i zic animal.
What's going on here?
Taci mai încet că te aud ăștia, mă.
Piers!
Piers!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
Fugi înapoi.
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Bun, dar cum a ajuns acolo? Aici, pe jos? Înseamnă că tu faci pe undeva. Hai mă că avem ulei. Măi, ce să fie oare aici?
A mass grave.
Super. Hei voi. Ați furat pictura cu mine. Ăștia Fac vrăj.
I got it.
Cel puțin ruptură de case. Nu, e nimic.
I can't breathe.
Vezi, prietene.
What's happening?
A ajuns.
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Dar nu corect, când vis, puteai să deschizi ușa. De ce nu mă lasă? Hai că dacă nu, ăsta o ia de-a doua. Hai rapid, hai. Hai. Hai că s-a calmat băiatul.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Aha. Explore the caves. Da, numai chef de explorat n-am eu.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Found this dagger in the tunnels under Hawkins Manor. Its owner left it behind when he went with the other hooded man. Bun, nu-l putem folosi să facem o manevră. Da. Occultist.
I can't read Latin.
Nici nu trebuie. Locked. Exact ca și în vis. Și aici cred că îl... Cred că o să-l... Ok. Cred că o să-l transforme pe polițaiul ăla într-unul de-al lor.
Locked.
Locked.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Oare ce se întâmplă dacă fug de bezmetic pe aici?
Cthulhu Loigna.
Loigna.
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine.
Cthulhu.
I feel him. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you.
Putrid. Totul e putrid pe aici.
Pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth. Bring me more sacred flesh.
Cășug. Ce se întâmplă aici?
this ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
Păi, fiindcă sacrificii, fiindcă treburi, un alta.
What about your protege?
His awakening is complete.
Salut!
He will join
Nu,
you.
nu, nu, nimic. Rău mai vedeți, mai oameni. Și uite aici se termina visul. Hai să vedem, poate se termină și aici jocul. Ar fi o glumă bună. Și aici apare polițaiul transformat.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good.
Bradley, stai dracu pe loc.
What is this?
Te-o pindit.
An intruder!
Oh, shit!
Ai belit-o.
Don't move! Police!
Acum cel cu braț de caracatiță o să ți-o da în freză.
I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get
to
back!
shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it!
Fugi, mă, că ăla nu-i face nimica. Ia uite, l-ai pe Charles. Exact.
Shouldn't have seen this.
Super! Fugi, băiatul meu, fugi.
It's caving in. I need to get out of here.
În sus. Stai.
My leg!
My leg. Oh god, my leg. Hai, trebuie să găsim un medicin pe aici ceva. Hai mă, suntem în 2018, măcar algele astea le putea face un pic mai realist, să-mi dea cu mâna prin ele sau ceva. Ce fain, l-o tortit. Deci pe acolo se iese.
Light! At last.
At last. Țeapă. Nice. Acum avem chapter 5. Riverside Institute. Pearson officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawking Manor. Hawkins. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rifle. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. Spectaculos! Dr. Fuller. Ce dracu? Ah, ăsta e tipul din poza cu Charles și cu Captain Fitzroy.
He's having a seizure.
Having a seizure.
Moments alive. Strong subject. There, he's opening his eyes.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
Bă, stai un pic, dar nu trebuie să fii mort.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
Mamă, dar ce medicamente ăștia deci fac efectul în 2 secunde de la administrare. Not bad, not bad.
What happened to me? Where am I?
La nebun. Te-au băgat la nebun și te cazează.
I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Wait. Bun, am așteptat și am apărut în altă parte sau visez sau ce se întâmplă, că nu-mi dau seama. Hai că vedem imediat. Era tare să am lampa.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scribbled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Băiatul meu, calmează-te. Taci din gură.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood.
Bă, băiatul.
No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
Nu mai pricep nimic.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awake and free me.
Deci ai chemarea lui Cthulhu.
Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
A venit Marie Colden. Hai, Marie, să mergem. Hai, hai.
Can you stand up?
Da, da.
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments.
Da, numai tu ai
I don't
injectat
have
la
time to
greu
explain
acolo.
everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible. And as unobtrusively as possible.
Bun, dacă
I
mai
brought
țin
you
mult de
your clothes.
povești, probabil
Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
aș și apuca.
Wait a minute.
Ce fain, stăm la povești. Yay!
Why should I trust you? I don't even know your name. All I have is a woman dressed as a doctor.
I am Dr. Marie Colden. I work, but that does not mean I approve. He hides a lot of things from me. We must not stay. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. I shall try to distract them and get... All you need to do is...
Understood.
Lighter. Le-am primit înapoi. Super. Mi-a dus un set de haine.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Și mi-au dus fix hainele care le-am avut eu. Mișto. Se gândește bine.
What does this mean? Sarah.
Sarah.
Am I in an asylum? What did they inject him with?
Cu ce-o prins? The paintings are cursed.
What did he write about the painting? Why the strange symbol repeated over and over? Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
Super.
Poor wretch.
Tu ai acolo, ce doamne.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me any more. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it.
Marker.
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those 2 myself.
And the red. Lacus.
I told you not to let her come down. I know. Do it again.
Electrical chair. Wow. tare mult pe acolo. E mișto efectul, îmi place.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
According to his reckon, the patient seems to be suffering from psychosis. He gouged his own eyes on the attack of delirium. Francis Sanders.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load.
Bun, și cum fac asta? Holy crap.
Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Bine, măcar i-a lăsat chilotul pe el.
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs?
Bun, ieșim că nu ne face bine statul închis aici. Și trebuie să mă duc la toate patru.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. Have I activated anything?
Da, ăsta e firul albastru. Da. Sau nu?
Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical set? Worse and worse. Do the cops know what's going on?
The blood-stained badge belongs to the Darkwater police officer. What was he doing in the cellars of the Riverside Institute? Ce? Încerca și el, săracul, să vadă ce se întâmplă, dar n-a avut norocul meu. Ia uite că două din alea l-am activat. Bun. Și acum fiecare fier în parte trebuie să mă duc să-l urmăresc. Verdele. E undeva pe... Asta este în asta altă parte. Super. Hai noroc. Ciao, salut.
It's locked.
Bun, și? Trebuie să intru prin altă parte.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
Da, da. Investigate. Zi-mi că pot să desfac. Ăla-i, ticule.
Perfect.
Așa zicem și eu. Uite-l-ai, boss. Pac!
It's done. Now for the others.
Ce avem aici? Aha, bun, dar o dăm claustrofobie. Băiatul meu, revinoți, că nu-i nimic atât de grav. Hai, că nu mai e mult.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. The control wheel is missing.
Bun, am luat clește. Probabil o să iau roata de aici.
This valve controls the pressure.
Bun, presiunea e blană.
The control wheel is missing.
Și mai trebuie să-i dau de aici.
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Da, numai că dacă n-am rotița... Dr. Fuller, I've repaired your machine as best as I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear the gas is escaping. I cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is warn you. If the equipment is put down too much pressure, there is a risk of explosion. Zid Allen, mechanic. Ok, nu vrem să bubuim ceva pe aici, așa că o să fim atenți, da? I-am dat blană.
The control wheel is missing.
Am înțeles. Pe aici am venit eu. Bun. Am impresia că mai trebuie să iau măcar o roată din aia și să întorc aici la una dintre valve.
It's locked.
Obvious.
It's locked.
You'll find me. You can see me. Let's calm down, please. No. Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research. Kill me. Kill me. What? If you don't
Opa.
kill me, he will.
Nu sunt aici.
I fear your mind is lost forever.
Înseamnă că pe aici avem noi de făcut ceva. Danger high voltage. Storage room. Hai zic că o poți deschide și pe asta. Nu cred.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Trebuie să pun pe strength. Oh. Nu sunt eu, a fost maimuța. Taci-mă că n-am fost eu. Mamă, dar ce... Mă toarnă ăștia.
Scopolamine F. There's no such thing. They've created derivatives of all common medicines.
Bun. Medicine, medicine, medicine. Fuck! Ceau, băiatul meu.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Deci aici trebuie să găsim chestii. Blocat.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Bun, dar ce trebuie să găsesc eu aici? Ceva pe rafturile astea, cred că. Unde, Doamne, găsesc eu ce-am de găsit? Oh, fuck. E bun, bine că are un traseu prestabilit și nu mă stresează aici. Și cu toate astea nu găsesc ceea ce am de găsit. Asta e că mă aud ea.
I could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw.
Așa. Bun. Nu sunt eu. Nu mă vezi, așa-i? Vai de capul meu. Cum dracu să nu mă vezi, mă? Oh. S-ar putea să mai găsesc ceva pe aici și vreau să-mi asum riscul ăsta. Am fost eu, a fost maimuța? Oh. Avem două chei. Key to the mansion's room, key to the guard's room. Super! Super, pot spune. Dacă ar și fi băgat o încuietoare, bine era. Breviary of Medicine.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there. You don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you. Help me, and I'll owe you one.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. And afterwards, there's no...
If I find something, who knows what I'll do?
Don't play the wise guy because you're on the outside.
Bine, băiatul meu.
So, have you got him?
Not yet.
Hurry up!
Să vedem de unde putem face rost noi de sleeping pills.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. It has strength of oceans. Its waves rise and crash beneath my mind.
One, two, three, four, five.
me out! Don't let me sleep in
He does
here.
not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, he does not call me. He does not call. He calls me. If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, I catch him. If I catch him, I sleep. If I sleep, am I dead?
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Uite că în Archives n-am fost. Sau am fost? Ba, am fost.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
She wasn't at the first attempt with the fire of the mansion. Bun, aici să ne ascundem.
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
A document attesting the fact that Irene Sanders, wife of Francis Sanders, had her husband interned after he had shown a grave sign of madness.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Fight some bug. Fu. Temaș. Mă, ce m-a speriat. Dar nu sunt aici, du-te.
I bet there's no longer any priests on Darkwater.
I found this rosary in one of the cells in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. It's a President Virgin. It looks like nothing I have ever seen.
So, have you got him?
Not yet.
Hurry up!
Unde găsesc niște sleeping pills? Deci mai firul galben ar trebui.
What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation?
Ok, încet, 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 așa, cu grijă. Nu sunt aici. Nu. Înseamnă că mai am cablul roșu. cum reușesc eu să intru în camera aia fără să-i dau de bănuit la frână ăla. Trebuie să-ți găsesc pastilele, boy. Da, să vedem.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Bun, dar n-am luat o cheie. Înseamnă că n-am luat cheia care trebuie. Sigur în storage room o găsesc. Note to staff. Last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to the current experiments. This is unacceptable. From now on, the wheels to operate the gas stopcocks must be kept in the storage room after each use. However, you must keep the register of use up to date. Dr. Fuller. Am înțeles. Înseamnă că aici trebuie să-mi continui eu toată treaba. Folosi cheia. Și am deblocat. Oh, super! Foarte mișto. Unde nu aveam aici rotiță, da.
Now for the next step.
Bun. Și mai e un loc unde... Uite aici. Fuck. Fuck.
I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away?
away? Get away where? You're mistaken about the beast.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller...
The doctor? You think it's the doctor? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes.
Super.
The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed pain.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah...
The one and only. The legendary.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds.
What find?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
The Shambler.
Sanders, pull your...
Without her... No!
Sanders! What the hell? I got it.
Путь, приятель. Пусть почудит.
This is insane. What killed him?
Cthulhu l-a omorât.
Damn!
Damn.
The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Okay. Hawkins Mansion. Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Coden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape, wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigns supreme. Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders before dying in full view of the detective. He accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building accompanied by Bradley and Coden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins Mansion as a hideout. So we're back at Hawkins Mansion. Așadar, tu ești omul tentacule, ha?
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like shit.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller. My legs, the pain, I couldn't... I woke up at the Institute.
And how you scared us. You seem...
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those men...
What happened afterward?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical...
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. Do you wish to know anything else?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains...
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family...
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins,
Destul de
subjects
rău.
of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
Deci trebuie să am un level la medicină ca să-mi dau seama dacă el a murit sau nu.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
each other pretty well.
It's a tiny island. Everyone knows everyone. Especially since I'm a police officer and...
The chemistry is...
I do seem a little bit... stupid, don't I? Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
I found a Darkwater PD badge.
What the...
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a...
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain what...
The man's a danger.
What can we do, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then...
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital. And called on Marie's help to get you released.
I don't remember.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course. He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see...
You really think she's involved? How could she...
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her...
I don't agree. She did...
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump...
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between...
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my...
Ia să mai explorăm puțin, să vedem, poate mai găsim ceva pe aici. Nasol că nu se vede umbra. Da. Sanders' residence. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Enter the madness.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well. Look who's here.
You know each other?
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her painting. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with... How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know?
My business with Miss Baker is
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler?
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah...
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for you.
It is my only lead at this stage.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. I would urge you to make the most of your visit, because I count on ridding myself of that...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long. Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Mișto. Art and Mysticism, Forgotten Objects is a collection written by Francis Sanders. In it, he catalogs and categorizes objects from all ages and origins that are linked to occult or mystical practices. It is open at the page of a dagger that bears the symbol that is not unknown to me.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madame, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. They must be close.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. The Shambler. I need to see it.
Oh, no more strength. Should have psychology. Yes, validate. Okay.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
I have the recording that Francis Sender left for his wife Irene.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. forgive me?
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
I could use one of those. A strange Amerindian pendant. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spends some time of Reverend Wixwood community. His wife expressed her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Key to the Sanders Gallery. It's a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
There's more than that, Miss Baker.
So people have been talking behind my back. I was almost beginning to like you, Mr. Pierce. But it stays cat for you.
You knew the Sanders?
Irene is a friend of mine.
This drawing of a dagger. Did you come across anything like it in your reading?
I must have seen it in the ledgers, yes. Sanders has a whole collection of ancient weapons.
I'll take a look. Will you come with me?
I haven't finished with these ledgers.
As you wish.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Mișto. Da, atât ai de zis.
This looks expensive.
And this looks... Înseamnă că urmează să vină cineva după mine.
The public entrance to the gallery. The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Foarte frumos. Oloi. Oh, look at that ass. Mamă, ce funduleț. Что? Indeed.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Pentru că deoarece the Leviathan. Что?
What the hell was that?
Hai, monstruleț, fugi. Mai ai de-a doua. Last checkpoint. Nu-mi sparge urechile.
What the hell was that?
What the...
Yeah, maybe I can use this dagger. I can't touch it.
Da, mă ducem.
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Hai să mă. Super!
What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Nu pot să...
I can't even touch it.
Am un cuțit, nu mă tem să-l folosesc. Da, da, da.
What the hell was that? That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link. Maybe if I destroy it.
Ah, înțeleg.
I could try tearing the painting with this thing.
Damn it! This dagger didn't
O crize.
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Same. Mișto! Care măsa, mă?
What the hell was that? Damn, maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Ciao, baby. Bun. Sper că mai trec astăzi de aici. Bun, deci astea cu lamă
What
nu.
the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Ok, spacco. Nici așa nu merge. Unul dintre alea trebuie să fie.
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? What the hell was that? This dagger looks different.
Don't tell me that you're going crazy, too.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
My arm was disappearing into this painting. You must have seen that.
I saw you put your trembling hands on a collector's artifact. Where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Where is the bookseller? Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.